Well, I've always had this deep-rooted passion for the natural world, and what I'm really fascinated by is the relationship between the elements of the natural world. And I've also a fascination for birds, although I've never really expressed that photographically. When I was younger, I realised that I could express the way that I felt about the natural world more articulately through the medium of landscape photography. There's the opportunity to look at that and for the image to conjure up an environment in which you might find certain species of birds. In the mountains, for instance, eagles or golden plover or dotterel. There's just, for me, more creative opportunities with landscape. Well, there's one or two places that I haven't photographed in. I haven't been to Antarctica, and I would like to get down there at some stage, and I think I'll manage to achieve that. But in terms of dream landscapes, and you know, the answer is always a surprise to people. The place that I've spent most time in, apart from Scotland, is in Pakistan, because there's a range of mountains there called the Karakoram Mountains, and of which K2 is the highest. The character of the mountains in the Karakoram is very, very different from that which you'll find anywhere else in the world, and what sets them apart is their vertical nature. In the Himalaya, you tend to have massive mountains that are covered with snow, but in the Karakoram, many of the mountains are so vertical, they're spires, that they can't hold snow. So it just makes the opportunities for photography so much more exciting. Well, the great thing about Scotland is that we've got such a diversity of landscape here, and that's fundamentally because of the underlying geology. For such a tiny country, we've got very, very diverse geology. My favourite landscape is in the Coigach and Assynt area, just above Ullapool. And ironically, the mountains there are below Munro height, but I think it's the diversity of shape and the spaces between the mountains which makes that so special for me. I was brought up in Mulgai, so certainly the north side of Loch Lomond is familiar to me, and I know the road down there through Crofthammy to Drimmen to Balmaha and then to Rower Denon, which was really the starting point for Ben Lomond, and I've climbed that on a number of occasions. One of the most memorable was on it was New Year's Eve 1979, a long time ago, when I was just beginning to take an interest in photography.